You made me experience high tide.
Wait, you guys ready?
Yeah.
We'll just do it line by line. Feel free to alternate both of you guys saying it.
So I'm gonna do the
Reading this whole thing?
Yeah, so start it off with just like...
Hello folks, so today we're gonna eat Marco's Pizza. Marco's Pizza was established way back in 1978 by none other than Pasquale Pat Gianmarco. He is the only, to date, Italian to start a pizza establishment.
Is that true?
He is reportedly the only Italian-American to start a national pizza chain.
Pat really wanted to drive home his passion in detail in the za. Wally, or Pat, worked in his father's pizzeria back in the day, and he's the one who made the sauce that we're going to try today that he still uses in his pizzas.
Wow.
All started in Ohio, and now it's over 1,100 locations in 33 states, including Puerto Rico.
They're in Puerto Rico? The 51st state of the
Bahamas,
United States of America?
And Mexico.
Woo!
That's pretty cool, though, actually.
That's really cool. I didn't know they were international.
International Marco's International Pizzeria. Started by an
International
Italian
man
guy.
makes an international
man.
chain.
We're keeping this in?
So, in 2019, Marcos won the America's Most Loved Pizza Award, according to the Harris Poll Equitrend study. Did you know they also claim to be the fastest growing pizza chain?
I believe it.
I've heard some good stuff about them.
I've heard really good things about Marco's.
I can believe it. Hey Zach, you remember Family Video?
I do remember Family Video.
Yeah, so back in 2014, when they were still around, they said, hey Marcos, how about y'all move in with us? And so Family Video allowed Marco's Pizzerias to have, I think it was like up to a certain amount of space in their stores. And so you could order your pizza and then also be like, oh yeah, also is this movie available in this location? And they would be like, oh yeah, actually it is. And so you would have your pizza delivered with your movies for your pizza night.
Oh, so they deliver both?
They would deliver both, yeah.
So a whole collaboration of Family Video and Marco's.
Oh yeah, it was a full-on collab. It wasn't just like,
nice.
Let's share rent.
That honestly sounds kind of dope.
It was pretty cool.
After the closure of Family Video in 2021. Rest in peace, Family Video.
Rest in
But Marco's is still here.
But Marco's is still open, so Zach, are you hungry?
I'm very hungry. I'm excited to try it.
I'm so hungry. Let's grab a bite, a slice of that pizza.
Of a pizza, bapa da boopy.
So I have a picture I'm gonna show Zach,
Okay.
and I'm gonna put it on the screen for everyone. If this goes well, you'll see it too.
Let's see.
So Zach, do you remember this one?
Dead air.
What? What? That feeling
when knee surgery is tomorrow.
Have you seen that?
Have you seen that? Do you remember that one?
Is that an old meme?
That's an old one. That's a throwback.
It's a
I remember
2023.
I remember when we tried to
Yeah.
start our own meme Instagram account, and one of them was Michael Jackson looking up eating popcorn. I just said, "I'm dead." If I can
Bro.
find it, I'll send it to you so you can put it.
I still have that account logged on my phone.
You
I
do?
know exactly what you're talking about.
It's
yeah.
just Michael
awesome.
Jackson looking up eating popcorn. It
Dude,
just says, "I'm
you need
dead."
to share that to us.
Do you guys remember? Do you remember when Zach and I started a meme account?
Yeah.
So
I remember
in
that.
high school, we saw everybody making these meme Instagram accounts.
This was before it was like so common that it was
before
yeah, this
TikTok.
was-
It was like 2016 era, and I said we could do that.
We
Zach.
could easily make our own memes
Because
and be funnier
back
and get
then,
more following.
back then, a lot of the time it was just reposting too.
Yeah,
It was just
reposting.
stealing somebody else's content and making something. So Zach and I were just YouTube downloading and Instagram downloading
screenshotting.
everybody else's memes and posting them to our account with like "Good morning, bros," "Good night, bros." But we started trying to make our own memes, and we just got like a meme text generator. And I remember texting Zach. I was like, Zach, we got to go post something, make something. And I just see on the feed Michael Jackson eating popcorn. I'm dead.
I thought it was funny.
Yeah. That new Michael movie's pretty good, huh?
There's a Michael movie?
Okay, welcome to the Pizza Boys podcast. Take 'em out the oven, hot and ready with a quick fact. Pizza Boys podcast. Testing since delivery, they'll be questioning your energy. Pizza Boys podcast. With Colvin, Trace, and Zach, they'll tell you where it's at, cause it's the Pizza Boys podcast. Who knows what they'll do? Might have a recipe for you, cause it's the Pizza Boys podcast.
Welcome to the Pizza Boys podcast.
Hello, everybody.
I'm one of your hosts, Trace.
I'm also, I guess, a host.
What's your name?
Zach.
That's the hostess.
With the mostest.
And that's our secret third option.
I'm
Secret
the
third
secret
option.
third option. Corbin.
Corbin.
What up, folks?
Welcome to the show. This is episode 22.
22. Ooh, we
Is
feeling T Swifty up in here.
Ooh, time to get T Swifty. That's a little Rick and Morty.
We're
for you
gonna.
guys. You
I
little
think
Rick
we're
and
gonna
Morty.
cut that one out.
That's what you think.
Start over.
Unless you make a copy, I'm deleting all of the audio. I'm gonna be like, click, 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 click.
As much as Corbin tries-
this is him trying to edit right now.
As much as Corbin tries, this is not going to be an ASMR podcast. You really want to put in like some mouth noises every opportunity you get.
I'm just a noisemaker. I'm a noisemaker with legs and a part of a brain.
Well, welcome to the episode. We're obviously not in the barn.
Nope.
We're
We're back in our
because
normal studio.
We're back at the penthouse.
back at the club.
In the club, we all fam.
We just got done with our little recording of our guest today, our pizza guest.
We met
Marcos.
Marcos at Marcos Pizza.
Yeah, wait, buddy,
he's a
Marcos.
busy fella. He cannot join us for this section. But if you haven't seen, go click the adventure episode. Oh, actually, hilariously, speaking of the devil,
Marcos is calling? Put him on speaker.
I'm putting
That's insane.
Hey Marcos, we were literally just talking about you. We're recording the podcast right meow. What do you have to say to the world? All right, so we just had a nice little phone chat with our buddy Marcos. We spoke of him, and then he was calling us. Hilarious. That's I don't know how we.
It was kind of like divine.
Divine intervention, literally.
He didn't
so-
say anything that was podcast worthy. So
Yeah.
we
That was some like behind the scenes type of stuff. So that's not gonna.
But thank
be
him
shared.
for coming on the show. I
Yeah.
mean, he killed it.
You're gonna yeah. That's what we were saying. We were saying if you didn't see the adventure episode yet, you need to go watch that because Marcos is a funny dude.
I should have asked him if he had anything he wanted to plug at the end of it.
Oh,
I'm gonna
yeah,
text
forget
him.
about that.
Note to editor, text him, and we're gonna throw it on screen here.
I'll
if he
see
wants
him.
me to plug
I'll see him
anything.
tomorrow. So I'll be like, yo, while we're at this scene, you want to like be like, oh yeah, I'm this. I do this because he does photography. He sold me a couple cameras before.
He's dude. He's a cool guy. He invited me to this thing down in Louisville called Ramen Fest. Did you
Ramen
guys hear
Fest?
of it?
No,
It's a local kind of group of concerts that are all in this skate park down in this town and like this little neighborhood in Louisville. And I guess they do a theme every year of like this character versus this character. Last year was wizards versus pirates.
Oh, I
And so
remember seeing about
the left
that.
side of the stage was a dragon, and the right side of the stage was a giant like kraken. And these bands play, and in between the bands playing, there is challenges. Like they'll call people from the audience to arm wrestle or do something, and the loser gets thrown into a kiddie pool full of wet ramen.
Oh no,
So-
that's amazing.
Yeah, Marcos was there taking behind the scenes pictures. I know he does a lot of other concert behind the scenes, so I'm sure he would have an account.
Yeah,
for
he's
what-
been all over the state. I see him like up in this area and down in this area and like in other states around.
Comment below if you know Marcos.
Yeah,
There's a
if you
good
know,
chance
if you
he
know
probably-
Marcos, like say something. Let us know.
Shout him out in the comments.
Say hi.
But yeah, it's been a great time. We had some pretty good pizza,
Some really good
Um,
pizza. I thought it was nice.
but
I liked it.
it was a fun little adventure that we had. we'll save our kind of breakdown of everything till later in the video because we're trying to get some more content in here.
Oh yeah.
What have you guys been doing since we last recorded? Any good stories?
Well, I was in the path of a tornado recently.
Really? Yeah, it's been kind of
That's
rough
wild.
around here the
It's
last
kinda
couple
wild.
weeks.
It again.
Midwest tornado season.
Yeah, apparently Tornado Alley has shifted a little bit due to climate change, and
Lovely.
so now we get more tornadoes, and it's been like dozens and dozens.
We've had
already.
3 close calls in like the last 2 weeks.
Yeah, and one was like a mile from my house. It's crazy. It was a pretty wild one, and it like crossed a road that I drive on every single day. So I'm like driving to work the next morning. I was like, I know it was over here somewhere, and I'm driving, and I'm like, oh my god, the trees are gone. Like tops of the trees are gone. Trees are down everywhere in the forest around me, and I'm like, wait a second. The sun is like in my face when I'm driving to work this morning. I'm not supposed to see the sun. It's supposed to be blocked out by the trees. What the heck? So that's just been like very, very wild.
It's scary being in a tornado. I mean, if you're in other parts of the country, you don't really see tornadoes very often, or if you do, they're not. I like Texas gets them pretty bad, I think, but Midwest, Illinois through Ohio is kind of right in the valley where all the fronts come down and swirl up to make tornadoes,
and down into the more like central west as well too.
It's pretty scary. We had one of those scares. Apparently, one was right across town, touching down, and we were standing on the porch just watching the weather. I'm like, I don't see any tornado, and a lightning bolt, literally 50, 40 feet away, like out here in the parking lot, struck down, and it was so close that I saw the particles fizzle off of it as it was done. And I slammed the door in my eyes. It had burned into my eyes for like 5 minutes, like the strike of the lightning.
It was so bright.
It wasn't like a straight down one. It was like a horizontal, and it like hit out there in the parking lot. And I was like, oh my God, what the hell?
Did it fry someone's car?
I don't think so. I don't know what it connected with. It might have just been like one of the lightning rods out here. But it was the closest I'd ever been to a lightning.
That's very crazy. Wow.
When I was a kiddo, I was at my neighbor's house, and lightning struck her fucking tree, and it sounded like a shotgun going off outside. I thought someone fucking just let off a shotgun outside. I was like, "What the fuck is happening?" we were kids, so it was me and his dad. It's just us by our house. We're by ourselves. We're just like, it's storming. It's crazy. The power goes out, and then. Pow! We're like, what? And we're like 10, 11, so we're like freaking out. And I'm like, where is she? We're like trying to call on the phone, and she's like, we heard it was pretty close, wasn't it? Like, it was outside your house, dude. We went out the next day. Half the tree was gone.
Oh my goodness!
It like split the tree in two.
Wow.
It was insane.
Lightning's not anything to mess with, dude.
Nah.
It's
shocking
strikes
how
people.
crazy it can be.
It strikes people. Bro, you get struck by lightning, it's like Thanos snapping his fingers. I don't feel so good.
Except you don't even get the split second to think about it because
you're fried.
When that tornado was happening, you were messaging like, "Oh my gosh, it's heading towards your way, guys." And I'm over there like, I'm trying to fucking sleep. I don't care at all. I'm fucking tired. It's like 10 to 30. I'm trying to go to bed to go to work.
They were like, I was watching the news the whole time. Our power went out for like 5 minutes and then it was on for the rest of it. But I was watching it like happening live. I was like, oh crap, it just crossed this part of the highway. Oh crap, it's less than 5 miles from the nearest big town. So I was like on the front porch. I had to carry my dog down to the basement because he's old boy now.
Big
He's
Marley.
11.
Yeah.
Big Marley.
And my grandparents were down there, and I was like, okay, I'll be down in a second. I gotta see a little bit of this storm. So I'm standing out there. I'm like, wow, it's getting crazy, and the rain was coming down, the wind was shifting this way and that way, and then I heard the train a coming.
Yeah.
And I said, okay, it's time to go. And I went to the basement after that. And that's when I was texting you. I was like, Zach, It's coming.
I was in bed. I was like, I don't give a fuck. I was
So
like,
many
I was
people
literally-
are just like, if it gets me, it gets me, which is so
Yeah.
crazy.
It's so funny.
There's nothing I can fucking do.
I know.
I can't do anything. My house doesn't have a basement.
Which is-
I live in a house smaller than this apartment.
Yeah. It's valid. I mean, if you don't have a place to go, you kind of just
I'm just screwed.
yeah.
If
You
it-
could probably hide in your bathtub or something.
If
Under your
God says
bed.
it's my time, bam, I'm dead.
I think the main goal is just to get away from glass, because a lot of the time it happens. Like your building does get destroyed sometimes, but a lot of the time it's just like a tree branch flies through your window and throws glass everywhere. So they want to
Final destination.
keep anybody from getting slit when it goes by.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hope you don't have to experience tornadoes. I guess something I was asking: do you guys think you would rather have tornadoes, tsunamis, earthquakes, or lava? Because that's like what's around.
I mean, definitely tornado. That's the most survivable in my opinion. Because tsunami.
All right, let's break this down.
Yeah, tsunami. High chance of drowning, and the wind is crazy like a tornado, right?
That's just water.
well, no, a tsunami is like a sea earthquake that causes.
okay, that's
the
just the
big
wave.
wave. Yeah.
oh,
okay.
hell no.
Well, water
no.
water pressure is more intense than wind pressure.
I think tsunamis are like the least survivable.
Yeah,
because
it's just
Like it just washes
It's like-
everything out.
Bro, have
Yeah,
you been to
that's
Florida
just crazy.
after that shit hits? There's nothing left.
yeah. What about
Or
the next one?
Earthquakes are fucked up because they can just open and then everything's gone.
Yeah. I feel like that's not so common. It's more like
think
all the stuff around like shakes off the shelves and breaks.
Have you guys ever been in an earthquake?
No, I haven't.
Well, I remember when I was a kid, one time my dad was up getting ready to go to work, and it was an aftershock or something hit us. It was a weird thing.
Yeah, when were you in like first grade?
Yeah, I think it
Yeah,
was.
I remember that.
And I was like, "What is happening?" And my dad was like, "Hey, it's cool. It's just aftershock." I'm like, "From what?" I'm like, "What do you mean, Dad?"
What do you mean?
wild.
This is the aftershock.
I'm in my. Is it a loft bed? It's not a bunk bed, but it's a bunk bed, but it's a higher bed.
yeah, it's a
Yeah.
loft. Yeah.
I was in my brother's loft bed because he moved because he had a different bed. I was like, yes, I get his loft bed. So I'm over here in his loft bed, and my bed just goes, and I'm like, what is happening? And it was creepy, and I was like, what? So, I don't know, tornadoes or tornadoes. I don't know. You ever watch Twister?
What was that noise?
Was that Zach's?
Oh.
boots? Oh,
It sounded like something outside.
Yeah, I was
It's
like-
my leather boots.
I was like, is the wind getting crazy and like trying to open the door?
That was
It's like, oh
wild.
god, another
It's my
tornado.
leather boots. I don't know. What was the other one? There was.
Well, I had something about earthquakes.
Mhm.
I've never experienced an earthquake. They seem really scary to me. My girlfriend went to Japan a couple years ago, and she said she was sitting in her class in Japan because she took like an English course, and an earthquake started to happen. They happen all the time in Japan.
Oh yeah.
And she was like, "What do we do?" And she got under her desk, and she said everybody else in the class was just like, "Oh, no problem." Like they deal with it all the time. They didn't even get under the desks or anything. The teacher was like, "Yeah, protect yourself if you want," but everybody's just like, "Yeah, it's whatever."
Because it's such a chill one, they were like, "Oh, that's fine."
I guess so.
This happens so often. They're like,
But you're just like sitting in a building and the whole room starts to vibrate. Like,
Yeah, it's so wild. I remember when I was close enough to Zach. When we had that aftershock. Like,
yeah.
I had a like bunk bed with the desk under it, but it was made out of metal and it like wasn't put together all the way.
Yeah.
So it started to shake. I was like, oh, it must be like my sister like trying to wake me up because she would shake the bed to wake me up.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, it's fine. And then it started happening like way stronger than she would usually move it. So I was like, what? And it's like the whole house was
Grandpa?
shaking. I was like, and I was like running down the hall and like I felt the ground moving under me kind
yeah,
of.
the ground was like.
And
yeah.
my dad and I, like our bedrooms were equal distance to my sister's door. So we run to her door and we're standing in the frame and she's in bed asleep still.
She doesn't care. She's just honked out.
Yeah. So it was like she's such a heavy sleeper she could sleep through an earthquake.
That's wild.
But yeah, it's really wild. The like how earthquakes happen. It's so cool to me how people have learned to engineer around earthquakes
yeah.
instead of being like, oh wow, this happens. Like, I guess we should like move away from where this happens. We're like, how can we live here while this is happening?
Right.
And so like building stability and building flexibility has really evolved because of that.
I think, yeah, I was also just like thinking about that. It's crazy that the entire land you're on is moving at that moment. Like the plates that you are are sitting on are moving, which causes that. And it's just crazy, like something the size of an actual mountain moving underneath you.
It's crazy to think that the Earth is flexible, but that's exactly what's happening in that moment.
To your point about the engineering, this is a little tangent, and we'll get back to my initial question. But like the engineering around the Earth, something that kind of I thought was insane was we took a Chicago boat tour, and there's a Chicago river that goes through town. Apparently, when they first built the city, and it was back in its like industrial age, the river used to flow in towards Illinois, not out to. It used to be water from the lake was going into Illinois, and all the buildings that were there used to dump their waste into the river, and it caused a real issue because all the wastewater was going into the state and making people sick. Like it was getting to their land water. And so they hired somebody to fucking shape the earth and make it flow the opposite direction.
What?
And it's crazier than it sounds because they had to find where like the water was going as a whole in Indianapolis.
Like the water tables?
Or yeah, like where the is that what it's called? Like where all the water in the area goes to, like like statewide, like where. So like in Illinois, and I think
Watershed.
Yeah, is that right? They had to find the watershed for Illinois and Michigan, I think, or maybe Indiana, and they went to those spots, dug it deeper physically by hand, and made it so that it forced the water to drain differently. I don't know exactly how they did it. And so that specifically so that the river in Chicago flew out into the lake rather than going towards the state. And just the idea to me that a city can be like, I'm going to pay you $1 billion to go change the earth and make
Change
Wait.
the flow of the water.
Wait, so instead of being like, we should probably stop polluting this water, they were like,
We're gonna spend
we're
so
gonna
much
change
fucking money.
the entire direction of this river. Because why would we stop putting trash in the river when we could just change the earth?
It wasn't
What the
so much
fuck?
trash. I mean, I'm sure there was trash, but it was more like shit, like poop and pee coming out of the buildings.
Pee-pee caca.
Poo caca coming out of the building. So yeah, I heard that fact a while ago, and it just kind of
That's
blew
insane.
my
I'm
mind.
pretty sure northern Indiana used to be like wetlands and like
It is.
swamp.
Is it?
Well, it was.
Well, the southern is a lot anyway. I don't know about the northern.
No, northern Indiana. That's where like all the trappers and stuff. That's why like Lafayette, Indiana, and everything like the fur trappers and everything back in the late 1700s, early 1800s. And
That
stuff,
tracks, yeah.
and all that was happening. And over time, we just built it where we just kind of
It's all dry now. It's all farmland.
it's all
Yeah.
dry. Like we dammed everything up. We basically stopped the water flow. We were like, we're not gonna have water here anymore.
Is that because of what Trace was just telling us?
I
They
think
reversed-
Probably
They
partially.
I think it
at
was
least.
parts of that.
They
I think it
changed
was
the
parts-
watershed
yeah.
and the water tables.
But that was like during like the industrial time when they were changing all that
Wow.
from wetland to usable land.
Isn't it crazy how humans can just do what they want?
like
Yeah,
like
that's
like
insane.
and if I remember correctly, Indiana, like how Florida has the Everglades. No, I could be talking out of my ass, but I'm pretty sure that Indiana was the second largest like Everglade style like like wetland location in the United States was in northern Indiana.
Wow.
Yeah, that's
over
why.
by like up north by the dunes and stuff, like from there all the way down to like it was
Well,
far. It was
yeah.
far enough where you were like they changed all this. Like it was a lot.
That's crazy.
Well, the reason the like northern Indiana is so flat and the southern is so vastly like hilly and such is because of the glaciers. The glacier
Flattened it out up until like Brown
Yeah.
County.
Yeah.
That's we talked about Brown County in Brosini's episode last time.
It's very hilly out
It's
there.
super hilly, and they say it's because literally the glacier stopped there.
Yeah,
And
Everyone always says Indiana is flat, and it is flat.
it's just the north
There,
half.
like
north half.
North, or like it's like half, like 30 minutes south of Indianapolis, it's flat, and then it starts getting like hilly, and then you're like, whoa, okay.
Yeah, and then there's some valleys that really open up once you get into the more southern Indiana, but it is overall just very
crazy.
very hilly and Woo woo.
Back on your topic. So we talked about
earthquakes
tsunamis,
and-
earthquakes,
Oh, yes.
So
tornadoes, and what else? Was there a fourth one or am I
Lava?
wrong? Lava.
I said lava. I think we should also add hurricanes
Okay.
Hurricane.
because hurricanes are a big
I'll
natural.
say
What's
lava.
the difference between a hurricane and a tsunami? A tsunami is just a big wave, right?
Tsunami's the big wave.
Yeah, from an underwater earthquake.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like
Lava?
it's a very niche problem, but like Hawaii and even people up in like Washington with like Mount Rainier and stuff,
Yeah, but how often does
or
it
not
actually,
Mount
like,
Rainier. What is the one that
How
blew
often
up?
does it like?
That was Mount St. Helens.
St. Helens blew up.
Well, yeah,
Does that
when
make
Mount St.
sense?
Helens blew up, people did not survive.
No.
Um,
What were you gonna say, Zach?
I mean, like, I feel like all the other things we talk about happen way more often than volcanoes. Although usually, if there is an earthquake, sometimes it can make a volcano erupt into lava.
that's I think that part is interesting because earthquake is kind of at the core of it.
The I'll take that one. I'll take that one. Yeah,
Well, I'll allow it.
I'll allow it.
Thank you, thank you. But no, like earthquakes can cause tsunamis. They can cause volcanic eruptions. They can. Is there another one?
It can't cause a hurricane.
I mean, yeah, not really. I don't think it works
Hurricane's
like
just
that.
just a ocean storm, right?
You know what happens? You know
A
what causes
big ocean
hurricanes?
storm.
It's all them boats going around in circles from this place to that place and back again.
Did you? Another off-topic thing. Do you remember back in like 2016? You can call me out on this if I'm wrong. Didn't Trump say, let's just send jets into the hurricane and fly them the opposite direction to fizzle it out?
I
feel like that's something
vaguely
he would
remember what you're. I
He'd be
think
like,
I vaguely remember hearing that or something.
Let's sit. I thought he was like, I thought there was a meme where he's like, let's nuke it. Let's nuke it. Maybe we'll stop.
He did say the nuke. Okay, I might be mixing up two things, but I think they tried to play it off a joke. But I think he was at like a United Nations thing, and they were like, well, "How are we going to help the hurricanes?" And he was like, "Let's just send the Air Force in there and have them fly the opposite direction, and they'll make the air stop."
It'll be great. That's honestly.
I'll check that in editing, but
I feel like that's something he would have
That's
said.
like the everyone is 12 mindset.
yeah.
I love it.
Hurricanes are crazy. And then tornadoes and did I say anything else?
So like survivability, like at the top.
What
is
would you
most.
rather like have to worry about? On a
I
day-to-day?
mean,
Have to worry about?
Yeah, because like we live here, we are worried about tornadoes. What would you would you rather be worried about earthquakes? Would you rather be worried about a tsunami?
I don't know. Earthquake is a tough one because it's like.
I just feel like we're so hardy as a species, though. We just
always
rebuild all the time. We're like,
Yeah, we always
like
hurricanes.
There's hurricane season. We know they're gonna come. Like it's not if, it's when.
Yeah,
And it's gonna happen. And every year they're like, all right, it's gonna happen. And everyone in Florida is like, oh, we gotta move inland for a little bit.
and they get like destroyed.
Sometimes their houses just get swallowed, and they're like, time to rebuild.
That it is funny how people in Florida just get destroyed like annually.
Florida people just don't care. They're like,
They're built different for real, dude.
Like I see some, they're like, oh, my house is flooded 8 feet with water.
Well, that's why they started
Yeah.
building them on the stilts.
Yeah,
yeah, but then the water hits the stilts, and
and
the
it
house
knocks
just
the house
bam.
over.
It happens.
And they're just like,
I don't know.
They're
I don't
like-
know.
If
I
it-
mean,
okay.
that's a gross
To be honest,
generalization.
if I had a house, I would put a double wide trailer on stilts.
Yeah.
Because I know that bitch is cheap.
Yeah.
Cheap as in like house wise. Like, oh,
Zach-
it goes in the ocean. I'm gonna buy another one. Like, honestly, I'd do it. Imagine a double wide trailer on stilts on the on the ocean. Honestly,
don't know.
that sounds cool as hell.
Do you think that Florida people are close to Nirvana? In the sense that they
In the sense of close to death.
no
They're close to like Kurt
It is-
Cobain.
No,
They have shotguns in their faces all the time?
no, they
What
don't
was
get
his
killed by their
wife?
spouses.
No. No.
In the sense of they're like, oh well, we have our stuff now, but oh well, if the sea decides to swallow the house, we'll just build it back up again.
Yep. Probably.
You
They
mean
just-
like
they just
Zen?
don't-
You think they're close
Yeah.
to Zen?
They just don't care.
I mean, there's got to be some of that.
They
There's
release
gotta be some of that.
their grips on the like materialism. in that sense. Almost.
Honestly,
maybe.
Florida people might know what's up. They might know what's up.
Yeah.
I also feel like you said in Japan and stuff, or like people in LA, like I've never been there, but I've heard that earthquakes are a very common thing,
Mm-hmm.
and everyone's just vibing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't.
I mean, not
know.
always. Not always.
Not always,
Not always.
but I just feel like as a species, we just sort of like, fuck it,
We
bring it
ball.
on, God.
I think I would choose volcano.
You think so? Why?
Okay, here's my
Because
thing.
Zach's point of they don't happen that often. Like I would rather have to worry about a volcano erupting than
But
All right, but what?
tornadoes.
What
Wait.
if they happen every year? You live in somewhere and you have to choose one of them to deal
Okay.
with every year. That's going to happen no matter what. It may be not bad at all. It may be horrible.
Yeah, that's
You have to deal with one. You have to choose one, and you have to live. And it's going to happen in your area. It may not hit you
Yeah,
directly, but it's
but it's
going to
gonna-
affect you. So
like,
which
you
one
have
would
to
you? Which one do you have to choose if you're going to deal with?
that's good outlines.
I almost feel like I'd
That's
do
good
tornado
outlines.
because I just would
Hold on.
have to have a place with a basement.
hold on.
in my
I
opinion.
want to say this. They do worry about it almost yearly with volcanoes, right? Because they'll get to rumbling. They'll be like, oh, the
Is
earth
it
is
gonna
rumbling.
happen? Yeah.
Is this gonna be the one that like it blows up? And sometimes it's not.
It's true.
And then sometimes it just like flows a little bit, like a smaller vent may open, or it just like gets going up there, and then it's like it calms down.
Or like if it were a tsunami, like there's a wave coming. How big's it gonna be? Like,
Yeah.
like how big is it gonna be?
What is that movie? Was it 2012?
Oh,
It was,
yeah.
like,
Bro.
mass. I don't know what
I do not fuck. That is off the table for me. I do not mess with
I don't want to go
tsunami.
off of a tangent. I just, for some reason, I had this irrational fear of disaster movies as a kid.
Yeah.
I hated them. Now I'm like, I don't care. But as a kid, I thought they were terrifying. And I remember the whole like 2012.
That movie was
Aztec-
terrifying.
The Aztec
Yeah.
calendar is going to end. And my dad was like, I want to watch this. And my dad's over there like, I'm like, oh, freaking out. I'm like, this, and I'm thinking, this is real. Like, this is just a movie of like, this is what's going to happen. I was terrified.
Okay, I want to go off on that. What's your guys' answer for the
Tornado.
Yeah, tornado.
I think tornado is the most.
Maybe it's because we just deal with them, so we're chill. But maybe
Yeah.
you will have
Like,
another
maybe
opinion
earthquake is-
because
is
where you
actually
live,
easier.
you're just vibing. You're like, oh, it's really not that bad.
comment which one you would
Yeah.
want to deal.
Yeah, what natural disaster would you want to survive?
So about the disaster movies, do you guys remember where you were when that 2012 day came around? I was so anxious that I was gonna die.
I was in my basement. I was in my basement.
Were you?
What was 12,
Yeah.
12, 12?
Well, I was vibing with my
No,
dad.
it was a random day in 2012.
It was the here. You guys
The
talk
day-
about it. I want to look
It was
up.
the day the Mayan calendar had ended. They had discovered a Mayan calendar in
Yeah.
in the ruins, and they're
Well-
like, it's documented every day up until this day. So that is when the world's gonna
Well,
end.
I want to ask, the Mayan calendar does not have July or August.
December 21st, 2012 is when it ended.
Yeah. Is it really?
That says the
'Cause we
widely
follow the
publicized
Georgian
end date
calendar.
of the Mayan long calendar was December 21st, 2012.
They probably translated it. They probably said like, okay, they followed that calendar. Here's what it would look like on our
Despite
calendar.
widespread doomsday rumors, the ancient Mayans never predicted the end of the world. Instead, the date marked the complete major of the 5,126 year cycle, or the 13th Batuk. The calendar simply rolled over to a new cycle, starting counting anew, much in the odometer resetting of like a car.
That's really interesting.
That's what
Oh,
this
so it's
says.
like a big fresh start, not a
So-
big scary ending.
It just was like it ended that cycle, so that measured the 13th Batuk. So now we're technically in the 14th.
Okay.
I don't know if it's the Batuk because I was saying cycles and they call them something else, but that's how they measured.
That's
time.
actually really fast.
Why
So
didn't they
they
teach
so they
us that in
measured
school?
they measured
That's really
time
cool.
differently than we did. Also, their year cycle was 5,126 days.
They didn't know math back then.
Yeah, 5,126 days in a yearly cycle.
Wow.
Yearly?
Oh
or
no.
like
No, hold on. 5,126 dash year cycle, the 13th Batuk. That's what it says.
Oh, so it's that many years.
Oh.
That's the cycle.
Okay.
is the
Holy
years.
shit!
Yeah, but the Aztecs, they didn't have July and August.
Were
in
those
their
motherfuckers
calendar.
around?
I think
that
that's what
long?
I'm saying.
Those
It's like-
whoa! 13th.
He's tripping out.
God damn it, were they around when the dinosaurs were roaming around? What the hell? Were the Mayans fucking what?
That's millions. That's
they
millions.
had
Zach.
astronomers.
No, but how?
The Mayans had astronomers. How do you think How do you think they built their stuff aligned with
Are you
the
asking
sky?
were they around for that many years?
Well, I know they weren't, but I'm like, how do they know when their cycle shit started? Or were
They
they just
probably just guessed it, man.
I bet there's.
You know what they probably did,
I bet there's people out there that really know all of this.
and we're just like talking
And
over.
I
This is someone.
I
this
would
is
be
some-
fascinated
Okay,
to talk to someone
the
about
first
that.
great cycle of the Mayan long calendar spanned roughly 5,126 years. It began on August 11th, 13,114 BC. December 21st.
Mayans were around that long.
No, but well, fucking maybe, I don't know. But it says that was the first calendar. Like that's when their first
Mayan or
cycle
Aztec?
began. Mayan.
Wow.
And
I
concluded. Wait,
this is
the
getting
first
too long.
great cycle of the I know. Hold on. The first great cycle of the Mayan long calendar spanned roughly blah 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 began on August. For the 5,000. Oh, okay. So the 13th year, the one that just ended, started on August 11th, 3,114 BC, and concluded on December 21st, 2012.
Okay. That's fascinating. I think
Okay.
what they probably did, Corvin, was they probably had some guy who was like measuring it with some tool. I'm using my fingers as a joke, but like he probably had some tool that they thought was relevant. And they're like, okay, for the sun to get back in that exact position, it's going to take this many rotations. Like they probably had that kind of understanding.
Yeah.
And that's how they thought it worked. And so they made that calendar. And I think even if they didn't have June and July, the people who found that Mayan calendar took that and translated it to our thing. So they're like, okay, well, it's this many of their cycles. So that divided by ours would come up with this date.
Okay, that makes sense.
What I was going to say about that initially is
Sorry.
I remember the week before that date was coming, I was sitting in class, in English class, Miss Pinnock. You remember Miss Pinnock? And
I didn't have her, but
I was sitting in her class, shout out Miss Pinnock, and I was writing a paper, and the thought just crossed my mind. I'm like, man, there's like a week until that happens.
This is a week until
I was like, when
doomsday.
am I gonna die? What if everything goes to crap? So I was tripping out then, and then the actual night of it, December 21st, I had a bunk bed, like you said, and I was laying in it, and I remember going to bed. I'm like, I could not wake up tomorrow. I'm like, if this thing is true, I could die tonight. I was laying
that's
there.
awesome.
I was just like, all right, I guess we're going to sleep. I was terrified of it. Early signs of anxiety. Check it
Yeah.
out. But
Good stuff.
did you guys have any stories about that day?
I don't remember.
I just remember being in my basement, my dad watching the movie. I was like, this sucks. I hate this movie. I'm
Oh,
terrified.
do you remember the
muffin Man?
21st night of September?
Yeah, I do.
Good one.
Let's
Well,
talk about Marco.
yeah,
Let's
That's
Yeah,
a-
let's talk about Marco's Pizza. Wow,
We
that was a lot of fun. We had a lot of fun setting up the skits.
It was kind of guerrilla style. We
Yeah.
showed up and we had a lot of people looking at us. I think it's kind of just what you do when you're on our level. You could just kind of like we could call places and like have them prep for us, but at our current status, I feel like it's good to kind of see what normal people are getting. We don't really want to have like super special treatment.
No.
Yeah, we don't
Um,
want any special treatment with this because we don't want them to be like, oh, make this pizza
Let's-
extra good.
Yeah, like let's cheese it up and give them a false sense of what is actually being served
Yeah.
here, or what the actual experience is. Like if they're mean to every other customer but they're nice to us, we don't really want to know that.
Yeah,
No.
which is why I'm really glad that we started with calling,
Yeah.
calling and ordering the pizza behind the bush.
We did hide in the Burger King parking lot. There was a big bush and a tree, and we hid behind the bush because the wind was kind of strong. So we were hoping we could hide behind there.
It
so
made
wouldn't affect
it made
the
a lot of
microphone.
logical sense and also very funny for us.
And yours across.
And I was just like
And-
across the street
Were you
recording.
filming two dudes squatting
And
behind a
like
bush.
10 cars passing between us.
I had to
and, like,
keep
looking
waving
at
them
us
on,
weird.
like, come on, guys, go. Like they were stopping because I guess
Which is nice. That's very nice. We appreciate
Yeah.
that.
Thinking
I like
like,
the fact
oh,
that they thought like,
go.
oh, I don't want to be in their shot if they're trying to do something. So I appreciate that.
Yeah.
But
But
also they're trying to get their Whoppers, so
Yeah. Got to get that Whopper.
lots of
Whopper.
Burger King traffic. I guess that's a very
But
busy Burger King.
Then I really
they
liked...
brought back the Crown Nuggets.
Oh my gosh, Burger
No,
King! If
shut
you're
up. We're not,
listening,
shut up.
I
No,
just
we're
wanted
not
to bring
even,
up Crown
we're not
Nuggets.
even-
let us talk about
Shut
the
up. No.
talk about the Crown
We're talking about the
Nuggets.
damn pizza. I want to go to bed soon.
You're
and
right. You're right.
you
We'll
have
talk about Crown
people over
Nuggets
there
at a later
that
time.
want to go to bed soon.
Nostalgia.
Anyway, I thought it was really funny how when we went in and we were like, hey, like, we saw that you saw us out there doing the skits.
They were
like,
watching
Is it
us.
okay if we like record in here? We want to pick up our pizza we ordered.
I went back there to get a shot, and somebody walked out the door, and just looked at me, and I was like, I panicked, and I was like, "Hey,"
You're like, oh,
and so I was
then-
like, "Guys, I think we have to confront them."
Yeah, so then we went
We
in
have
and
to-
we were like,
we have to
yeah,
let them
we
know.
ordered this pizza. And Trace said, like, what we do. And they were like, yeah, we were wondering what you did. We thought that you might have been the people that ordered this. And so I was like,
And so
yeah,
we
this
picked
is
up
hilarious.
the Zaw, and we just kind of went right into it. What do you guys? They were all very nice.
Yeah, very
atmos-
nice.
the atmosphere
very
was
welcoming.
chill.
It was a very clean restaurant.
Ooh,
I'll say that.
Extremely clean, very inviting. It wasn't inviting. It was like,
Oh,
yeah, we
yeah.
do want to sit in here and eat
They were
our
dead.
pizza.
But
Uh,
it is a
Monday
Monday.
night, not a lot
Monday
of people
at,
going
like, a
to the restaurant.
They had people picking up.
Yeah.
pizzas.
I don't see many people going into a pizza restaurant and sitting down. I see a lot of people taking out
For a
so-
Monday night, yeah. 'Cause
Yeah,
it's like
for
Monday
sure.
night, I want to stay home.
They
I
said
don't
they had a
wanna go
party
out.
the other day
They had
On
a
a
party
Sunday.
yesterday.
On a Sunday.
on
yeah.
a Sunday.
So that's cool.
But yeah, I mean, for like dead as in like dead in the dining room, but like busy as in like they're still making Zaws.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're still sending them
and
out
still
while we were
selling
there
and
for sure.
spitting them out.
So we went in there. We got our Zaw. We sat down. They were kind enough to let us put up our camera and our tripod.
Very
Yeah.
nice.
Uh,
I was impressed with the presentation on the pizzas when I opened them up. I was like, they look really good.
they were nicely
They
clean,
had-
and they were evenly cut.
They had good spacing of a holdable crust too. I like that on a pizza.
Yeah. So I mean, I think we're gonna get right into it. We might.
Yeah.
We'll see how long this takes.
So I'll just dive into it. I liked the crust. It was pretty good. It had a good like outer shell, and it was like nice, like not like too fluffy or airy, but good structure to it.
What I liked about it was that I could leave a bite and I didn't really have to like tug on it at all. I was able to fully chomp and then leave, like, my teeth marks were in it,
Yeah.
which I don't like. Most of the pizza you tear away,
Yeah,
I think. So that was pretty cool.
yeah, I agree. Zach, you said you like the cheese.
You like the cheese?
Yes, I loved. I'm just gonna say it. I really enjoy this Zaw. Everything about the Zaw to me was like what a standard pizza should be.
Mm-hmm. The pepperoni really stood out.
The
to me.
feeling that just the softness of the dough was great. The sauce was good.
Mhm.
The cheese was good. Everything was good. I really enjoyed it. Even the little specialty pizza, the white cheesy, which is an interesting name.
Yeah,
That was kind of cool and fun and a little different. I liked the way that they presented that. I liked whoever designed that. It was good.
Yeah, I didn't really hear the phone call. So, looking up our research beforehand, apparently somebody from the company had created a pizza called the White Cheesy and taken it to Las Vegas in what year?
2006.
2006.
2006.
Because we kept saying 2009 in the video. We apologize. We'll edit that and put in 2006.
In 2006, they made a pizza that won a championship in Vegas. And
For like best pizza in the world of that year.
so I had to get it. We had to get it.
20 years ago.
They got that, and then they got the
20-year reign of the white
White Cheesy.
the white cheesy. 20 years later, does it still hold up? We tune in to find out.
They are tuned in, and they are finding out.
They're finding out.
No, it was all pretty good. We did on the phone call. Did she give a recommendation?
The
Well,
garden.
so- yeah,
Her
the garden.
recommendation. I was like, hey, what's your favorite pizza? What do you like to get? And she's like, the garden.
The garden.
And she,
The garden.
fuck.
She-
She's like, the garden. She said, I was like, oh, that's.
This
Oh,
sounded
nice,
nice.
a
I don't
well-balanced
know what that
pizza.
pizza was, but
I'm assuming that's like the,
Sure, look
the
it up.
veggies and
It's probably.
I wanna look
the
it up.
supreme.
I'm looking it up.
I'm assuming that's
You
the
guys talk.
supreme
I want to look
pizza.
up what the garden is.
So I liked the red sauce on the pepperoni pizza, the pepperonis were pretty good too.
I think that pepperoni was a standout for pepperoni pizzas.
Yeah.
Like we said,
that was
when
better
we
of the pepperoni flavors for sure.
like we said when we were eating it, like that is the pepperoni pizza. That's
Yeah.
a textbook pepperoni pizza.
It had some grease.
The flavor of the peps were like, I don't know how else
The
to describe
dough.
it, but they were better tasting than a lot of other peps.
They
Yeah.
were very flavorful. They weren't old. So the Marco's, I guess, maybe this location did not, but most Marco's pizza locations have old world pepperonis.
Or maybe it's
At
like
least
you
they
have
advertise
to
them as.
order the old.
And
world
some of the photos I
pepperoni.
saw were a mixture of old world and normal pepperonis. But we were under the impression that they had old world pepperonis, but we did a whole deep dive of the differences. And
What
Old
were the
World-
differences?
Well, traditionally, old world pepperonis have a animal casing, and they usually shrink. The casing around the pepperoni will usually shrink in the heat, and so that what makes it the cup shape or the bowl shape, versus a newer style pepperoni that the casing is not. They says it's synthetic, but not I don't know. It's something different. It's
Probably
more
is synthetic.
They say synthetic, but anyway, that doesn't curl up under the heat. That's what keeps it flat.
So my understanding before we had started this discussion was that that the big circular, like this big pepperonis, like the 5-inch ones, were old world, and the cup pepperonis were just called cup pepperonis. And then standard pepperonis, like the turkey ones or the regular ones, were just pepperonis. So there's pepperoni, cup pepperoni, and old world, was my understanding. And then I read today that this Marco's Pizza, I guess they were known for old world, but their definition of old world was cup. So that's what kind of messed me up.
Well, that's what online said. The definition of old world was cup, not
So-
theirs.
so I might have
just
had that wrong.
traditionally cup pepperonis are old world pepperonis.
Yeah. And this had both of them.
Fun fact.
This had the ones that came up and came crispy, and then it had the flat ones as well. So I do think the ones that we ate were old world.
It's the best of both worlds.
And it's the best. Copyright. Ah!
But yes, in my opinion, I mentioned on the adventure episode, I do think that pepperoni pizza, in my opinion, if I'm going to get a pepperoni pizza from anywhere, I want it to be just as good, if not better, than Marco's pepperoni pizza, because in their pizza, in my opinion, that should be the standard, as in a pepperoni. And just most of the stuff, like obviously there was a little bit of a gum line.
There was
About a half-inch
There was a
gum.
little
Wasn't
bit of
bad.
gum
Wasn't
line.
bad. There was it could be greasy, but for some reason it wasn't bad greasy.
Yeah.
Usually when you have a greasy za, it's bad. Not bad. It's just you're just
It
like,
was-
oh,
It wasn't overly greasy.
But-
It wasn't like an acidic grease.
it wasn't. If for some, however they did it, however
Yeah.
their grease, however their situation goes, it was good. The cheese was good. I liked everything about it. Everything everything had flavor. You could taste the cheese. You could taste the toppings. You could taste the sauce.
The
and
Roma
the bread,
tomato sauce was
like I like all kinds of crusts and stuff, but that's my favorite type of crust. However the crust they had.
yeah, I thought it leaned a little to the dry side. Being critical, I know.
No.
But the grease-
you're correct though.
Yeah.
The dough was a little dry, but
It
the
was dry
stuff on
with a
top-
gummy. It was dry
The
with a
stuff
gummy.
on top helped.
But I liked it. I could tell based, we've eaten some fancier stuff recently.
We have.
I could tell
we
that
have.
wasn't a high quality crust. I don't want to say high quality, but like it wasn't an artisan crust. It wasn't like the thought had really gone into
They're
it.
not trying to be.
That's not what they're trying to be.
A fancier
But
pizzeria.
I do think that'll affect the score for me. Let's talk
that's
about
fine.
the other one, the white cheesy.
The white cheesy
like tomato, bacon, onion,
instead of a
and a-
marinara, it had a garlic sauce.
garlic sauce. It was good. I would probably order it again. For me, the garlic sauce wasn't bad, but it was really tangy. It was really tangy.
it had some tang going onto it.
So I didn't
I got
dislike
heartburn
it.
right now, and I can taste it.
Yeah?
I'll be honest, but I always get heartburn after a pizza. That's just part of the job, I guess.
Just because you can advance a couch doesn't mean you should.
Don't tempt me with a good time. Yeah, I thought the tomatoes were pretty much a highlight on that.
I really liked the
Yeah.
tomatoes.
And
The tomato on top of the white cheesy like really was the cherry on top of the cake.
there was like little cheese crumbles or something.
I was going to talk about those. I'm going to put a video. I'm sure I can find one. There's some restaurants that don't use shredded cheese, but it's like cubed little ones, and then they shake it out on the pizza. I kind of dig it.
I really liked
I
it.
kind of dig it.
I
'cause
don't think I've had it before.
They don't always melt down all the way, but
Sometimes the tops get like little like
it makes a nice
crispy.
little texture.
The
like
tops get crispy,
little
but the bottoms get squishy.
nice little
Yeah.
mozzarella balls. If you
Crispy
can imagine,
on the outside, gooey inside. Crispy on the outside, gooey on the inside.
if you could imagine like the little Swiss Miss dehydrated marshmallows,
Yeah,
it's like that but cheese. And
Yes.
they put it
Yeah.
on
That's
there.
exactly
yeah.
what my mind is thinking.
I think
So-
that's what they're. I think you're onto something. We should have asked them, but
So that's ingredients we've talked about. So MDF, like we talked about the crust a good
felt
bit.
good. Felt good.
It was pretty good. I liked the bite aspect. And there was quite a bit of char on the crust as well.
Yeah, a good char.
Yeah, I didn't dislike it at all. The presentation we said was great. The user experience, everybody was super nice. They allowed us to come in.
Super nice.
We got to interview
Thank
people.
you so much again. You
Yeah,
guys,
yeah.
you guys were really
Yeah, y'all were really
cool.
awesome. Thanks for opening the doors like that.
And the taste was, like I said, I think it would be the standard.
Should be the stand. This is what the standard should be.
Yeah,
At
this
least
should
for
be
the
the standard.
pepperoni. I think the crust is kind of debatable for the standard, but as far as topping like combination and like moldability goes for the pepperoni, it was great. Like the bite of cheese that came off into my mouth with all the everything balled up was there. Before we get to our ratings, do we have any reviews that you'd screenshotted?
Yeah, real quick. I went online because I thought I like reading the bad reviews. They're always funny, and this was on Reddit, and I thought it was hilarious. And it says from Jared the Man, I'm going to dismantle all the Marco's pizzas. It's over. There will be no more Marco's. 6 months ago. So
You must have
Jared,
some slow
Jared
progress.
the Man really is upset with Marco's Pizza. I'm not
Did he say why?
No. It just says, and there's also no punctuation, so it reads, "I'm going to dismantle all the Marco's Pizza. It's over. There's no more." Like it's, I added the punctuation.
It's like a manifesto.
Yeah, it's like a manifesto.
That's hilarious.
And then this one was on r/Marco's Pizza 1 year ago, by user weird ass. Yeah, hot take. Marco's Pizza is ass. This food tastes so pungent and it reeks up the whole house. The worst smelling pizza money can buy. The cheese bread isn't terrible, but it's very difficult to rip pieces off. Plus, it soaks in grease at the bottom. This same can be said about the pizza, literally pooling of grease and pepperonis. The pizza doesn't taste good, smells bad, and is very greasy. The cheese tastes bad and reeks. The worst thing about the pizza, though, is it's textured. I'd honestly rather eat Doringos. I don't
Doringos.
Doringos for
He probably means Doritos.
no, it's DIGIRRNOS.
Oh, is
frozen-
DiGiorno's?
Oh. Cut that.
No, that's a clip.
No, cut that.
We're clipping that.
No.
That was you? That was you not reading right?
DiGiorno's frozen pizzas yet acts like it's from the same. Oh no. I can't read.
You're dyslexic.
Doringos.
He's textbook dyslexic.
Yeah, everyone acts like it's the same of the best pizza yet never had. Don't get it. All right. Other than the Doringos,
What the hell is Doringos? DiGiorno.
G does not go J. All right, that's all I'm saying. In the English language, the G doesn't go J.
Yeah, it should have been a J.
Well, on that note,
All right.
let's rate this pizza.
5.
5.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
If I could give it
It's a high 5 for me, but it's
Yeah, if I could give like a 5.5 or 6, I would. But I
I'm
guess
denying
it's
it.
definitely a. And to be fair, let's explain real quick. To be fair, sorry, I hate to let you hang them. To be fair, this isn't like
it's fine. Just kill me. Just
this is out of 8. And if you're new, we have a whole different system. We rate it out of 8 total.
yeah. Zach has a hole.
And I do have several holes.
At least 4.
I don't want to climb my holes. Anyway, we're being professional, damn it. Why am I the one trying to be professional
I'm looking at
here?
5 right now.
Shut up. What is happening right now? Anyway,
It's too late.
stop.
It's too late. We're
5 is good. 5 is the standard. 5 is what you want to be. 5 is what you want to be.
Listen,
6
we're
is...
gonna have a video referencing every rating on the scale.
We kind of went over it before. You have to go through our...
Just
old
go to
find it.
that when it's ready. It's so late at night, guys. I'm ready
5
to
is
go to
good.
bed.
5 is good. 5 is not bad. 5 is good.
5 is good.
Five is good.
Anything 4 or
Yeah.
lower is bad. 5
It's not
is
a,
good.
It's not a low 5. It's a high 5.
It is also a high 5. Are we done? What is your rating system?
I'm
High
gonna.
five me.
I know we're both of them
High five me.
asleep. I'm gonna kill him.
Oh, you guys, you said 5. You said 5. I
Yeah.
said 5. So that is the rating system. All right, have a pizza day.
High five us. High five us. High five us.
All right, we did good.
Please. Please.
Yeah. All right. We have that. Y'all have a pizza day.
Wait, I wasn't recording the whole time. Where is that guy? I thought I saw him over. Hey, excuse me, sir. Sir, we actually just talked to one of your employees, and they said that the tornadoes happening around here were some sort of like money laundering scheme to get you more business. What do you have to say about that?
The tornado? I'm Marcos made that up.
You're Marcos. You're the owner of the establishment, right?
Dude, make up your Marcos. What are you talking about, man?
I don't know who he was, honestly. He was just kind of standing out here. I guess we'll